Well, it's the holidays, it's cold, and lots of times you're like, what do I watch? You're dialing around. Well, we've got some suggestions for you, some movies. We got the Classic Movie Review in today, Assistant Professor of Art, a movie lover at Ohio State at Lima. We've got Ian Breidenbach. Thanks for coming today.
Yep, thanks for having me.
There are a ton of movies, but you weeded out some different ones, and I'm glad that you did this. So let's start first with Fanny and Alexander. Tell us about that movie.
Yeah, so you said like holiday films.
Sure.
I think I accidentally misheard and said like angry old men films.
Could be the same thing.
Yeah. So whereas like over here we watch like A Christmas Story and Miracle on 34th Street or Wonderful Life, in Sweden they watch this.
Okay.
And it's directed by Ingmar Bergman. It's a 1983 film. There are two versions of it. One is a 3-hour theatrical film.
Oh, wow.
And then the one that I would recommend is the 5-hour TV version.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know, it's got a lot more to fill out. But it's about two children who are sort of growing up in a family full of theater actors and producers. So they live this sort of life of wonder and like fantasy, and it's really playful and imaginative. But then the patriarch of the family passes away unexpectedly, and the mother, it's set in 1900 or 1905 or something like that, has to immediately remarry to sort of make sure
support
that
them all?
Yep, supported. And that new father is a very strict and abusive bishop of the church, and so it's a total shift in the way that they exist.
All right.
Yeah.
So a little bit of different take on this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll see what other countries watch. All right.
Yeah, it's a mix between fantasy and reality, and it's sort of semi-autobiographical to Bergman's childhood itself, so you get a good setup for the rest of his films.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. All right, so this one, when you brought this up and I watched the trailer, I'm like, man, this movie is funny. I forgot. Grumpy Old Men.
Yeah, set between Thanksgiving and Christmas, follows Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, who are lifelong friends in general, having worked together quite a few times in Billy Wilder films and The Odd Couple. They reconnect here as neighbors who... I think they love each other.
Oh, I do too. I agree with you, yeah.
But they are constantly fighting and pulling pranks on each other and sort of just being miserable until Anne Margaret moves across the street, and now they have something new to fight about. I think that it's like a time capsule of the 1990s. It just is that. It's perfectly that time period, honestly. Yeah, and these two, fantastic, always.
Right, yeah, I mean, it's such a good cast.
Yeah, so great. You have Burgess Meredith, the guy who played the Penguin in the old Batman series. Ozzie Davis is amazing. Yeah, it's a great film.
Right, yeah. So I think that is a good one to watch. Grumpy Old Men. That's from 1993. I'm like, wait, that long ago? All right. And then this one is definitely one, probably the whole family will just want to sit down and watch sometimes, and maybe people do it every year, and that is A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah, this is the one that I finally got to interject into my in-laws, like, sort of family
Oh,
tradition.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were constantly every year watching Rudolph, and it's like, oh, have you guys seen this at all? Yeah, I don't know. If you haven't seen this, it's pretty traditional Muppet fare. It stars Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge, and it follows the Christmas Carol pretty straightforwardly, except it does have Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy, right? So you are led around through the entire narrative by Gonzo, who's playing the narrator, or Charles Dickens, and you get, the whole
Muppet shenanigans and stuff,
all
right?
Of the, you know, past, future, present ghosts. Another one of those change in perspective things.
Right,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and this is, Christmas Carol, people like to see different versions of it, and this is just kind of a
this
fun,
is my favorite.
Yeah, this is kind of a fun version.
Yep.
And this was actually in 1992.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Going way back on all these movies. As you'll know, no smartphones. You know?
Yeah, really, that's true. Yeah, exactly. And most of these, they're available on like HBO Max is the Fanny one. You can do it on Amazon. Disney Plus is where you can watch the Muppet movies.
Yep.
So
yeah, these are all pretty much available. There was another that I had chosen but wasn't available, and Douglas
really?
Sirk's All That Heaven Allows, gorgeous film.
Oh, exciting. So do you even still like the, National Lampoon, Christmas Vacation, that kind of stuff, or do you steer away from that one because you can see it all the time?
Yeah, I'm more of a deep cuts person. Yeah, I'm not a huge tradition person. I like to change it up and get the new. Yeah.
So just change it up a little bit for your holidays, right?
All the time. Yeah. We'll see what we get into this year.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So Fanny and Alexander, Grumpy Old Men, and A Muppet Christmas Carol. Some fun movies to charity over the holidays. Everybody's together, and you're like, let's watch this different movie, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming today.
Thank you.
All right. Don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.